Hello and welcome to the video analysis for IPMAT 2021. So, the most aspirational exam of the season was conducted today, 9:30 to 11 in the morning on 16th of July. What did it have in store for all of us? No major changes as compared to IPMAT 2020. Still the three sections that were announced. Number of questions also remained same across all the three sections as IPMAT 2020. So 10 questions in the short answer section, 20 in the MCQ and 30 in the verbal ability section. Time limit was still the same, 30 minutes per section. You would have to spend 30 minutes every section. You were not allowed to jump across sections. The paper started with the short answer section, moved on to the MCQ section, and finally was the verbal ability section. Marks were same as last year, 4 marks for every correct answer and a -1 for every incorrect answer, of course, except the short answer section. Moving on to the most important slide of the video. This is what our estimate is of the good attempts. So in the short answer section was a surprise as compared to last year. Last year, this was a little on the difficult side. This year, it was on the easier side. So out of 10 questions, we think 8 to 9 questions were very easily doable with a very high accuracy of 80-85%. In the MCQ section of 20 questions, 10 to 11 were doable. So this was a little higher difficulty as compared to last year. Verbal ability did not really throw any surprises. Verbal ability was as easy as it was last year. So out of 30 questions, we estimate around 26 to 28 would have been a very good attempt, with of course with 80 to 85% accuracy. So overall, 44 to 48 attempts with 80 to 85% accuracy should land you in the safe zone for not only getting a call, but acquiring a final seat at the prestigious institute. The cutoffs for every section, it is the bare minimum cutoff, remember. So once you clear this, you may just get a PI call. Okay, that is what we estimate to be at 20 for short answers, 25 for MCQs, and 70 for verbal ability. Now, let's look at each section in detail. Moving on to the first section, which is short answer section. As discussed, this was the easy section of the quant part. Okay, out of 10 questions, 2 were from functions, 2 were from coordinate geometry, and 1 each from PNC, averages, sequence and series, time and work. 1 was from Venn diagram and 1 for number applications. So good attempts, as I said earlier, 8 to 9. According to us, good score should be around 28. So if you attempt like 8 questions and maybe get 2 or 3 incorrect, you should be in the range in higher 20s. So 28, 29 should be the score that you should be looking at. Moving on to the next section, the MCQ section. Out of 20 questions, so here the most tricky part was the DI set. One set with 5 questions. It was a table on missing values. At least 2 to 3 questions had that option of data inadequate, which rendered the entire set very tricky. So this is where most of the students fumbled. Apart from that, the other questions in the section were of medium level of difficulty. So there were 2 each from time and work, functions, geometry, logarithms, and trigonometry. Okay, PNC, percentages, time, speed, distance, there were 1 question each. So out of 20 questions, we thought you could have attempted 11 to 12 questions with decent accuracy. So even if you get like a 8 or a 9 questions correct, a good score should have been anywhere between 32 to 36. Moving on to the easiest section of the paper, General English. Started with an RC of 300 words, 6 questions. So that was a good surprise. It was easy to read and very simple in nature. Direct questions. Other questions in this section were fill in the blanks, idioms and phrases, logical sequence, sentence correction. There was a theta, parajumble, and incorrect word usage. All of these categories had 4 questions, making a total of 30 questions. This was the easiest section of the paper. So we thought 26 to 28, nothing less than 26 to 28 will be good attempts. Okay. And good score should be in the range of 84 to 92. So overall, we thought IPMAT 2021 was of moderate level difficulty. Okay. 140 plus should be a safe score for you to be able to, crack, not only crack a PI call, but ensure your seat. Remember, 65% weightage is given to the exam and 35% for your PI. So if you do majority of the work here in the test itself, PI will be a little easier. So excess of 140, as much as you can reach, as high as you can reach, is only going to make your life simpler. If you are in the range of 130 to 140, you may just get a call, but converting that call is going to be a very uphill task. So pull your socks really up and make sure that you do extremely well in your PI for you to stand a chance. Section-wise cutoff, as we had predicted, essay should be around 20, MCQ 25, and verbal should be at 70. I hope this clarifies all your doubts regards IPMAT 2021. All the best for the results, all the best for your PI round, and do really well.